Hey guys, Batman Marc here, for ToyHuntUSA.com. And we're here today at Super 7's booth with Josh, who's going to run us through the line. So Josh,
how you doing?
Welcome to New York Comic Con.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
So do me a favor, and first off, tell me about the reaction line, what happened to it, how you guys got it back. Run through the history real quick, so for those who don't know.
The 5-second history is we created reaction figures with the initial Alien launch, and then we partnered with Funko for a whole series of things, and then that partnership finished, all happy feelings and whatnot, and we took the line back. And since then, we've just been running with reaction, doing whatever we want to do. And so what we have here is
whatever you can get the licenses for.
Well, sure, yeah, that's a key piece of it.
Absolutely.
Well, and then so we do, we did Street Fighter, we did Masters of the Universe. We've got
just saw the Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger is out. We've done several colors of that now. We're now doing a Toxic Crusader here. Then we went and we've done some goofy oddball ones like the Lord of Light, which is with heavy metal, and it's that old kind of semi-obscure Jack Kirby character. We did Uncle, which is sort of an electronic musician with the artwork designed by Futura back in the way back days. And then on the other side we'll see Hellboy. We've got our own line, The Worst, which is a line of the worst villains we could ever imagine, and we're just rolling.
So are these actual villains from movies, TV shows? Explain it.
The Worst is these are all original characters created by us, inspired by all the coolest villains that we grew up on, that we love reading about, seeing in cartoons and movies, and all the old toy lines that we collect. The point where it started is that all these old toy lines, there's always the heroes and the villains and the supporting characters, and the villains are always the coolest characters in the line.
Why would I jump in? I don't need to do anything. Josh is taking care of it.
Who's this guy?
Because you're a likable man, that's why. Is that I'm likable. You're likable. You would be the first. You would be the first.
So we have Daddy and Son here to tell us all about their new line.
That's the second time that's happened.
That's a little weird. Yeah. It's getting a little weird. We're getting creepy at the booth now. All right.
Getting weird.
Well, you got a couple of creepy lines going on here. So tell us about them.
Which creepy? Josh was doing a great job. I don't know what
he is. Josh is doing fine.
So I mean,
exactly.
you
were busy. We didn't want to interrupt.
You want to talk about some creepy stuff? Let's talk about Alien. That's about as creepy as it gets. You got
in the Muscle line, no less.
Yeah, oh yeah.
For those that don't know Muscle.
Yeah, you got these tiny little rubber figures that are, horrifying H.R. Giger created aliens with, you've got in the right here, you've got the face hugger bursting out of the egg. You've got Kane with the chest burster blasting out of him.
And the forklift.
Oh yeah, you got the power loader here. We've got even more aliens. We've got Paul Reiser over there. We've got Bishop cut in half. How gross is that?
Oh, that's awesome.
It is awesome. That's awesome.
Explain a little bit to everybody about the Muscle line in general, the original wrestling figure.
Yeah, so the original Muscle figure was a line from the 80s that everyone remembers. Little, just sort of rubber figures of all these musclers. They are actually Kinnikuman from Japan imported as muscle to the U.S. And it was just one of those things that everyone remembered it, everyone loved it, and it was just that one line. And Mattel had Muscle, Mattel had Masters of the Universe, and one is muscly guys fighting each other, and the other is muscly guys fighting each other, yet somehow they never crossed over. So we crossed them over, and that's where the new Muscle line was born. And then we've gone bananas with it and applied it to Masters of the Universe, Alien, Mega Man, Street Fighter, our own characters, again, The Worst, and we're just having a lot of fun with it.
Very good. Now, where can we find these retail-wise?
The best place is super7store.com, or our online store, or our physical stores in San Francisco and San Diego. You may find them at your local comic shop if they have stocked them. No mass retail as yet.
And now I'm looking down here, and you took the original Muscle line and you actually tied it in to the WWE.
Yes.
Tell us how that came about.
So in working with Mattel and WWE, we got talking about.
Go around. Come on.
We got talking about what else we might do, and the WWE was another natural fit. They were wrestlers in the 80s, and muscle figures were wrestling toys in the 80s, and so we went there, and it's just 12 of our favorite wrestlers from the classic WWE era, and yeah, they're rad. You got Junkyard Dog, you got Mean Gene Okerlund, you got Macho Man Randy Savage, and of course Andre the Giant is a little bigger than everybody else.
You see Ric Flair back there?
You see Ric Flair back there.
I see Rowdy Piper.
You bet.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Iron Sheik.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, $1 Million Man. The whole
Jake
whole
the
gang.
Snake.
That's right.
But I don't see my boy.
Who's your boy?
Can we say his name?
You talking the Hulkamania?
Hulkamania.
You know, Hulk was he was the man back in the day, but he's gone a little sideways lately. So he's
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he's on timeout.
Okay.
But
We'll take it.
Yeah.
And now I see you. I'm sorry. You going to the right of that. I'm a huge Iron Maiden fan,
Oh,
so
there
of
you
course,
go.
as soon as I saw those, I just got one beef with you guys.
Which is
Where the hell is Stranger in a Strange Land? Trench coat.
Wave 2.
Clint
Wave
Eastwood?
2.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
We'll get there. We'll
All
get
right,
there.
all right.
Yeah, so we're
go ahead.
launching into the Iron Maiden Reaction and Muscle here, both coming out in November. And we started with Killers, Power Slave, Trooper, and Aces High, and then threw in Peace of Mind on the Muscle series there. And then, we expect that people are going to be excited about these, and if that's the case, then we will get to the second wave with Strangers in a Strange Land and so forth.
Now let me ask you, carrying forward, you got the Misfits coming out now,
Yes,
and with the Misfits, you've only got those two figures.
correct. So
And
far.
how many are going to be in the set?
With the Misfits, we're launching with the Crimson Red Fiend and the Black Fiend because those are sort of the classic, iconic versions. But then, the sky's really the limit. There's so many, we can do like a Walk Among Us cover and have it in a translucent purple to match the vinyl, and then you do another one that's translucent pink and match the second pressing, or I forget off the top of my head if that's first or second, but
You know better than I do, but I get it. I know what you're saying.
So-
And then you got your Hitchcock figure and your Neferos too.
exactly. So we're going down just sort of a spooky, Halloweeny horror sort of wave with those guys, and we've got a couple behind them in line that we don't have out here yet. Just there.
Can you mention them?
I cannot mention them quite yet, but look out at Toy Fair. We'll be showing off more of that.
Oh, we'll be there to check you guys out as well.
Right.
All right, drop down below and explain a little bit about Mutu.
So the original Masters of the Universe figures from the 80s were this format that you see here. These are the sort of the classic style, but reinterpreted to be more accurate to the cartoon. So you'll notice, for example, He-Man and Skeletor have the boots that match the way their boots were on the show. The armbands are the simple, smooth armbands as opposed to the textured version of the original toy. The armor is slightly different. The heads are resculpted and so forth. And like on Hordak, the colors are correct. She-Ra did not have a figure in the Masters of the Universe style, as the Princess of Power figures were a different style with curly hair and so forth. So that's where we're going with this line. It's not exactly a reissue; it's a bit of a reinterpretation in the same style.
So they're all new sculpts.
Correct.
And the original line was created by Remco, wasn't it?
No, Mattel.
Oh, Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel back in I think it was '81 it kicked off. Yeah, there's two, maybe 82.
I was going to say 79. You might be right, 82. And then these up here coming up top.
So this is
Masters of the Universe collection set.
correct. So we've got the Masters of the Universe Classics and Club Grayskull. On this side, it's the Classics. We've got on the top row here. These are a wave that we offered as pre-order back in May, and they're currently in production. The samples you see here are not quite final. We're still making some little tweaks here and there to make sure they're just exactly perfect. But this is just a stage in the process. So we've got Hawk We've got Lodor, Fangor, and Wade. Lodar, pardon me. And they all come with a range of accessories, alternate heads, and what have you, sculpted by the incomparable Four Horsemen.
So they're still hands-on at this time.
Very much so, very much so, yeah.
And we know the Four Horsemen well.
Yeah, great guys. And then below that is the upcoming wave that is available for pre-order currently throughout the month of October. Just continuing the line with more characters that the fans requested. Like we've got Horde Mummy, Rap Trap the Horde Mummy, Renita that comes with all of her various rock pieces. You got Card, and then you've got my favorite this wave, Dylema, with the little rotating face action. That's going to be real fun.
That's great. Does he light up on top, or?
No, it's
just simulated.
Yeah, simulated light up.
Simulated.
You can maybe customize and put some LEDs in there.
There you go.
How many facial expressions does he have?
I believe it is 3 per column.
Per disc, right?
Per disc. Thank you.
3 per disc. So the smile, frown, turn that frown upside down.
Yeah. You got like
noses, the
show
eyes.
the teeth. Yeah. Really a pretty rad.
These are still mock-ups.
Yeah. These are the ones shown here are resin hard copies that have. These are the paint masters that we send off to the factory to have them mass production.
And when are you going to be actually releasing these this month?
The target release on these is April-May 2018.
Very good. Alright guys, I think we covered it. I want to do some more video around the other side too. So if you want to... Okay, we'll do that. Very good. Hey Josh, thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure.
Appreciate your help. I love your stuff.
Well, thank you.
Just keep cranking them out. Street Fighter stuff is hysterical. I remember the Street Fighter line when...
the old G.I. Joe
style.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of those.
Yeah.
I probably still do, somewhere in my collection.
Yeah.
But this is Batman Marc for ToyHabUSA.com. We're signing off. Squeeze them both sides. Make sure you get the packaging below. Masters of the Universe packaging.
True. I mean, I think ultimately, obviously, they're both making you want to go forward to administrator now. Unlimited free fuel energy at home. Right. Yeah.